Hey guys, how's it going? Just doing a debriefing or a rundown of the DR650. Good old Max. After we did that high country trip to near Myrtleford, so putting it through all its paces and all that kind of stuff, and checking out how everything has been running. I thought I'd just do a quick debriefing and let you guys know what I thought of it and all that kind of shit. Old Max. I've had him, because now he's finally got that bloody bed done and that's gone now, so I've got a bit more room in here. Max was actually sitting out there for quite a few nights in the freezing frost and all that kind of stuff, and I haven't touched it since that ride, and I don't know, it must be getting up to bloody nearly 3 weeks or something since we did that ride. Anyway, so once I get this video done, then I'm going to give him a big old wash and lube up and all that kind of stuff. Alright, so the first thing I want to, if I was to complain about anything, all you guys know what I'm going to say. It's the bloody seat. It's just hard as. I tried having the air hawk cushion on there and it made it bearable, but you know, it was only when I was sitting on the highway doing the highway stuff, it was only 200-250k ride that I was doing, so in comparison to some of the stuff that I do, that's pretty small. So in saying that, I have to do something about the seat. I have to change it, and there's so many different options out there. I think I'm heading towards the sergeant seat, and the reason why I'm going to most probably go with that is that it's going to be interchangeable. I can take this one off, put it aside, put the sergeant seat on there, and then if I want to go up into the high country and do that technical stuff, or I don't know what it's called technical, it's just that real off-road shit where you're bloody standing up all the time, I can go, hey, I'll put this seat on and leave the sergeant at home. Whereas some of the other options where you can take that cover off and then put another one on there, that then makes your original seat useless, or not as easy to put back on, I suppose. It's a little bit more money doing it that way, but for the lengths or the miles or k's that I'm going to be doing on the bike, I think it's going to be well worth it. Well, my ass is going to fucking thank me for it anyway. Alright, so I'm going to try and keep this pretty quick. Max got bloody baptised and put through his shit. He's just I didn't hold back on it. I mean, not in the speed and all that kind of stuff, but I just put it through all the shit out there. It wasn't, go, oh no, don't do this or don't do that type stuff. The bash plate, fan-bloody-tastic. There was two big bloody bangs on it, and as you guys know, as soon as you hear that, you go, oh shit, there you go. That bash plate has already paid for itself. So really happy with the bash plate. What else have we got? The Omni Cruise on the DR, because I hadn't tried it on the DR for a long distance riding, and it worked really well. Because I've sold heaps of them on the site, and I've only had two guys say that, and we just refunded them, that it wasn't holding, it was actually slipping. Even though they could time the ride up, it would still slip. So the only thing I can think of is maybe certain bikes or setups on bikes, it's a certain vibration that maybe makes it move, but it didn't the whole way. And I was really watching for it, because I don't want to be selling a product that's not doing the job that it's supposed to. But it worked a treat. The only thing I would say, or that I did find, was once we were in the high country and doing all that hard stuff, I was pretty hanging on hard, and what I found was my hand, because of this, takes up a little bit of room, but it's just enough. There's a rib on the end here, and I started getting a sore hand on there. So the simple fix was I just undid it, took it off, and put it in my pocket, and that was fine. And then when you're back on the highway, you don't notice it on the highway, because you're just kind of like you're sitting there. So, all right, the windscreen. Oh my bloody god, love the windscreen. From when I first picked it up and rode it from Echuca to here, which is I don't know, just over 100 k's, I really felt, because I'm with the other bikes that I've got, you know, apart from the Postie, but hey, the Postie doesn't go that fast to really worry about wind blowing at you. But on Harry, the Boulevard, you know, I've always got that windshield on it. So as soon as I jumped on a bike that didn't have a windshield, I was like, whoo, you could feel it, and, you know, you kind of like have that pushy, resistant type of thing. But that windshield, my God, bloody fantastic. Just took all that straight away. I didn't get any, some people have asked whether I had the buffering on the helmet. I didn't have that at all. But, I mean, that will come, you don't know. Yeah, when it comes to wind and all that, it depends on what direction, how hard, and all that kind of stuff. So over time, you know, I'll be able to make a better assessment from the buffering point of view. But going over and coming back, no buffering whatsoever. And yeah, so I really love that screen. There is one negative that I found with it, and that is the 3 bolts that I've got on there are rusting. So they've obviously used shitty nuts or shitty bolts on there. It's no major drama. I mean, I can always swap them out or bloody put some coating on to stop that. But yeah, but no, love the screen. What else have we got? Obviously the racks, these pannier rack bloody holder things, worked an absolute bloody treat. It also saved Max's left side when I come off. It didn't save the blinkers though. And believe it or not, my shitty ass heat reflector aluminium tinfoil from out of the kitchen is still intact. I couldn't believe it. It's like, bloody hell, crazy. So the bag didn't catch on fire, so that worked. Granted, it was very cold, and I don't think, the distance that I've got, I really don't think I have a problem anyway. But yeah, I'm still going to take that off and do that properly. What else we got? Now I did have a problem with the clutch. The clutch actually was sticking, and I didn't know. It wasn't until I was out in amongst all that shit, and obviously it was the way I was pulling it on. It actually sticks when I pull it in, and if I pulled it in from a down position and right in, it actually sticks, like you can see there. So I believe I've got to, some people have said about sawing off the ball, which I could do, but I don't think I need to take that much. I think I should be able to take maybe a quarter off that ball, and then that'll won't be a problem. So I'll either, excuse me, grind that back a little bit, and then that'll fix that problem. As you know from the thing, I had a lot of troubles with the new boots and that the gear selector, and that was, I think, 2 things. Maybe obviously big boots. They were new boots, and I'm not. Yeah, I don't know whether it is actually a problem with the way the peg and the where the gear lever is. But I've got, where are they? I've bought some lowering pegs. No, you don't call it. A lowering kit for the pegs. So basically that'll put, it'll lower and move back a little bit the pegs on the bike. So hopefully that'll do the trick. Someone else mentioned pivot pegs. So that's another option. So I'll put these on. If it works with that, that's fine. If I've still got an issue, I'll most probably get some pivot pegs. But we'll see how we go. Because it's like, oh my God, bloody one thing after another. This thing here, the back rack and the luggage rack, fantastic. I loved the way that I put my straps over, and no matter where I put them, there was a spot to run through. You know, I wasn't trying to get a strap through here, but I wanted it over here. Yeah, so that worked really well, really light, and it added protection. The blinker, I've got to change the blinkers. Obviously, they just protrude out too far. If I had my bags on when I was out there doing it, that most probably would have been alright, but now that it's busted, I'll just, I'll get, someone else mentioned, what was it, brake? No, I don't know, some type of blinker system. But anyway, there's plenty of ones out there. They're just smaller LED light ones. Now, everybody, well not everybody, but so many people said to me, Mark, make sure you do your Loctite on all the bolts, and I didn't. There was a couple of things that I did it on. I actually went back and did that one because quite a few people mentioned about the bolts at the back coming loose, so I made sure I got that done before I went up there. But because I moved, I had to take these off, obviously, you might have seen in the other video. And yeah, I didn't Loctite these on, and see that? Didn't realise until I got home, that's all loosey. And that's because I didn't Loctite it. I'm hoping it wasn't that I just didn't tighten it up, but yeah. So I've got to go around and Loctite a lot of the stuff, but I mean most of it's all pretty good anyway. But I will do that anyway, guys. What else? So we've done the Omni Cruise, the sticking thing, lever, bash plate was great. These are fantastic, and those bags were really great. Back plug, we've done the blinkers. I think that's pretty much done the screen. You know, I'll finish this video and I'll bloody go, oh, I didn't mention that. Now, this is where I'll put my dunce's hat on and tell you that the front of the bike has actually been lowered. In the previous one, the guy said he'd actually lowered the rear and he'd just done it the simple way. He didn't mention the front. I jumped on the net and so I lowered that, and everything that I saw on the net, I kind of figured he'd just lowered the back like he said he did. But there was a guy on, a guy commented to me, and I said, no, it's all right, it's right. And he said, no, don't take my word for it. Go and have a look at a new DR, and then have a look at yours in that section here, because this here, the triple tree, that collar there, should actually be right up the top here, not down there. So I did what he said. I went and had a look, and holy shit, he's bloody right. It has been dropped. So I've got to raise that back up. And so yeah, a dickhead. But anyway, you think you know something, but you don't. Well, I don't. So I'll get that done. Put that back up. Given the fact that I was riding it like that, it was fine. Yeah, there were stretches where I was sitting on 120, and I didn't feel any adverse effects of the bike. So that was pretty good. Yeah, all right. I think that's about it, guys. I'm going to give Max a big. Oh, obviously these, what do you call it? The bark busters. Yeah, they did their job. Obviously when it come down, it's hit there. Didn't bend anything. Yeah, it was a pretty soft landing anyway, but you know, there's a few scratches there, a few war wounds. So yeah, they did their job as well. So that was really good too. I'm racking my brain trying to think if there's anything else I have to mention, and I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. Hey guys, well, it's the morning after that big ride that we did yesterday. We just took the bikes out again, and I don't know, we did about 40 k's up through a couple of other tracks. Going back, so Max is well and truly baptised now, christened. I can run in. Okay, it's had a pretty good bloody flogging. Ken, we swapped bikes just about, I know, 4k down there, and bloody had a bit of a go, so Ken was pretty happy with the DR. He might be looking at getting one, maybe. And yeah, that KTM, Jesus, KTM 400. And that's a bloody weapon, crazy. Alright guys, oh actually, I asked Ken, I said, rate me between 1 and 10, 1 being get the fuck off that bike, you don't belong on it, and 10 being you're a fucking motorcycle legend. He gave me a 4. I'm pretty happy with 4, so there you go. Alright guys, I'll catch you later on. Keep on riding. See, I told you I'd bloody forget stuff. Remember these, the little weights that come off the handlebars, the ends on the handlebars? I had to remove them to get the bark busters on, and they're there for the vibration. So I didn't know whether I was going to have a problem with that. No problem whatsoever. I didn't feel any extra vibration or anything without having them on, so bloody good thing. I'm going to do an update after this, just to let you know what's going on and where I'm up to and what we've got bloody planned and stuff like that. I know I still haven't done that postie ride down the Bendigo Creek. I've still got that. That's going to be getting done very shortly. Ken's gone and done a crazy thing, and he's gone and bought himself something, but I'm going to leave that for the update. And what else was there? Oh, and we're planning something pretty big. Yeah, I'll get into that in the update. Another thing, just quickly, Max, I got a care package from Steve Kramer Products, a guy, Craig, that I know on Facebook and YouTube. We've been chatting for quite a while. He sent me this bloody care package. Anyway, I won't go into it, that'll be in the update. But I've now got all these wonderful bloody products to clean Max with, and that's why, half the reason why I've left him dirty also, so that you guys could see how dirty he is, because I'm pathetic like that, and I really get enjoyment out of seeing the bike dirty. It means I got out there and I did something. But yeah, so I've got stuff like Bio Wash, and there's all these other bloody cleaners, and this SC1, which is like a new can, was it new bike in a can or something like that, they say. And Craig said it's really fantastic stuff, so interested to see how it all comes out. But I'll give you all the heads up on all that kind of stuff, and also the man cave, which you've most probably seen in the shots. As I said, I was going to go a little bit bloody crazy, and yeah, love it. It looks bloody good. Alright guys, till the next video, which will be that update, keep on riding.